jump off this recording so that we can record when this man Eddie shows up. This man said 10 minutes. We might have to show the receipts. We might have to show the receipts. Right now it is 3:50 Eastern time, y'all. And this man is an upperclassman in college. This man cannot do a simple inequality. 10 is not equal to 16.
Boy, that boy struggling. But
for all I know, Eddie probably set up his own media room.
I ain't gonna lie, he probably got a green screen on the back to show where he's at, bro. I believe that.
This man's gonna come in. Now I know how this man be texted.
Texted what? Hey, whoa! What do you mean?
Oh, here it is.
It's the snap. It's about that slide.
Oh my God! See, I told you.
I knew he was gonna set something up. I told you. I told you he was gonna set something up.
Oh my gosh! This is how you know we really a group of boys, because we really called this. Like,
we dad knew what was going on with this, man.
So this is our first time back together since what? One of the last nights of last school year, I guess.
Facts.
One of the last nights in the room, you know. Shout out to all them dinner boxes that we had, all those late night FaceTime calls that Josiah had that me and Eddie tried to mess with unsuccessfully.
No sir, not me.
Also, we got the new Ray of Wisdom. We got the guest Josiah, Soul Warrior _21 on Instagram. And we got the boy Eddie Edify. He's uplifting. He's a new man. With the hair looking pretty good, I might add. I think.
I know he cut himself up too, man. While we out here struggling with no barber, it's all right though.
Man. They talking about they gonna extend this to maybe June. That's a long time.
I need. See. I can't have that happen, bro. My birthday's in June. I can't let that happen.
Yes.
So, all right. So we gonna hop into these questions. So the first question, we gotta start with sports because we a group of athletes. Is winning actually everything?
Ooh. Eddie, you want to take this one first?
It depends what it is. If you an NBA player and your goal and dream is to make it to the championships, winning is everything. Because if not, you're going to be labeled a scrub. You're going to be a bench player, so winning is everything. But if it's like a school game, intramurals, you playing a game of 2K, you know, you can have a little fun in there and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, making money, it's your career, you got to win.
I understand. I completely understand Eddie's standpoint and all that stuff. But for me, being an athlete, because I played college ball, the college that we all went to, of course.
Yes, sir.
And at that point, I'm that much of a competitor. Like, no matter what I'm doing, like, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get a dub. And obviously, when I play, I'm trying to win, obviously. If I don't win, depending on what it is, the circumstances is, I'm not going to be upset about it. If it was like one of my college games, I'm going to be upset.
Oh,
that's something we're trying to get somewhere with that. In the mirrors pick-up, I'm going to be like, whatever. Y'all can't guard me anyway.
Random park dudes.
But it's your reaction to taking that loss afterwards and the level of intensity or the level of stature
the magnitude
game is on. The magnitude of the game is on.
So we had 83% say no, winning is not actually everything.
Wow.
Yeah, 83%. 65 people said no, only 13 said yes. So wow. Yeah, I gotta go with them. I mean, you know, like if we talking about grand scheme of things, like, you know, winning at the park is nice, winning obviously any organized ball that you put time into. But I mean, you know, I'm not gonna ever fight anybody, I think, over a game. Like that's taking it too far for me, I think.
Like, you about to scrap over some street cred at playing ball.
I mean,
so yeah, definitely not at the park. Like,
me, man.
Not at the park. That's where you get shot at.
I'm not gonna.
I ain't with that.
Lie to you.
Wait, which parks do you? Oh, actually, never mind.
Never mind.
No, we were at Eureka. Josiah, we right
Exactly.
here.
You can't guard. Mind you, this is obviously the nullified version or the simplified version.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Keep it clean for
But
the
everybody,
kids.
I got something for you. The moment we heard I got something for you, bro, I was like, I'm gone.
We
I'm not
left.
playing.
The game ended.
The game
We got
ended.
in the car
Buddy
and
went into his car. He didn't even go to the driver's seat. He went to the passenger side and opened up the cupboard thing, whatever.
the
Man,
glove
The
compartment.
glove
the glove
compartment.
compartment, bro.
Man,
When I saw that, I was like, yeah, see, nah, we out. Criticism, a lot of people take jokes or whatever, or even smack talk seriously. Like they take it to the head.
Yeah.
And when they take it to the head, like some people don't know how to channel it properly. So it's like they don't know how to channel it to make their game better. They only know, oh, I could use it as a fighting mechanism, or I'm gonna go pull the gat out. Like stuff
That's
like
true.
that.
get the GAT challenge. No TikTok.
No.
Nah, sure, don't get that challenge. Actually, no, that might be good. When the government try to overthrow us, get the GAT challenge. We should.
Oh.
Actually, I am not shooting everybody. I am a child of God.
Amen,
I don't need a gun. I don't need a gat. No nothing.
Right.
Yes.
Number 2, we are moving into pop culture. Do we overvalue icons and celebrities?
Yes, of course, especially in America, like keeping up with the Kardashians. So and so did this. So and so did that. Oh, that's whose baby mama now? They got a kid. Like we become lost in their life opposed to like actually doing our own lives and stuff like that.
And just adding on to that as well, like a lot of people are sitting there like looking at these lives and they're like, yo, I wish I could do this. I wish I could be in that situation. Where a lot of times you can literally get to that point where you making that much bread, but you busy like in your mind wishing you somebody else and not taking the pieces that was handed to you and using it for the better good.
So stats on this one, 89% yes. So Instagram is rocking with y'all. It's not more.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not like 99. Like, bro, what?
Hey man, so my personal opinion is that there's always someone on the other side. That's just my personal cynical opinion. Personally, this is my theory. I think people use a lot of celebrity life as an escape route to deal with their own stuff. I mean, on Snapchat, like I scroll over to like the news panel, and then half of it is news, and the other half is celebrity information titled as news. And it's just like
I don't even think them like some people, like some celebrities do like it, like everybody's eyes on them. Don't get me wrong, but there's a select few of celebrities that they really say like, yo, it gives me anxiety, I get depressed, people's all up in my like. Imagine everything you do is watched. Like you just left this restaurant, now you're dating so you broke up with this person. Like, bro, I don't want to be famous, like, bro.
I mean, I think about
the moment you become rich, you famous already at that point.
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean,
we don't know about.
We don't know the name of like every billionaire in the world. Like there aren't.
I'm pretty sure we can find that. Like,
no, you can find the name,
keystrokes, man.
But it's
even
still
the known
not
billionaires. That. You don't see Bill Gates paparazzi. No, you see Bill Gates interviews, but not paparazzi though.
Word to
but
that.
You see paparazzi on Kanye, paparazzi on Kent. Like that's different. Opposed from like fame, like you just well known. But like when everybody's in your such intricate business, like that's completely different.
True. Like I mean, imagine like what was the last regular day for LeBron? Like the last time LeBron, like when was the last time LeBron went into McDonald's? He's like 30, 35 now, I think, and he's been nationally known since he was like 15, 16. So it's been 20 years since he had an unheralded day.
But here's that thing though. That's just nationally. Because imagine over there in Akron, the moment he started playing basketball. Mind you, played football too. And everybody
true.
Knew
so they knew about him from football.
From since he was what? Middle school, elementary.
Yeah, I think like 12.
Yo, he an athlete. He had a spotlight on him, not necessarily as big as nationally. So like 15, obviously, so high school.
Yeah.
But he was already, everybody was watching it. Everybody probably was like, yo, he gonna be the next big kid from Akron. He gonna be the next one. Or the only one, sorry. No offense.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else. I mean, Steph was born in the same hospital, which makes me think I should maybe try to have my kid God's willing in that
Relax.
hospital.
Relax.
Hey, I said God's willing.
Relax.
Hey, look, if LeBron and Steph came from that hospital, hey, they doing something right, accurate. That's all I'm saying.
But a lot of people as well can actually say they look to these celebrities as well and see how they change their lives. A lot of the things that they do. Like, for example, LeBron. Everybody's trying to get LeBron, trying to get him to do something that's out of thing, but he always says the right thing. He's almost the perfect human being in the world of sports.
But I've never really understood the whole thing with LeBron's decision. Like, people say it was a huge misstep, but I've never really understood
to do what?
Like, is it because of the PR
that the team could have gotten so much better? Mind you, nobody wants to live in Cleveland.
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation.
Don't get it twisted. No NBA player wants to live in Cleveland.
No matter how much money you got, it's boring.
Nobody wants to live in Cleveland.
What you gonna do? Go pick potatoes?
Give that guy a map.
What you gonna do?
I don't even think. I got to check my geography on that, but I don't know if that's what they got out there.
Wait, it was Ohio. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Idaho. My fault.
Man said Cleveland is so relevant. I don't even care which state this is. That's crazy.
Cleveland and all the health things and all that stuff going on. I give them at least kids nowadays are going to last probably longer than LeBron is because of what's the technology and what's going.
Yeah, I feel that too. Because some kids, like when it was like LeBron and Kobe's time, like I wouldn't say you had to prove yourself to be a star, but it took a little bit more time. Nowadays, like if you get some pretty decent and good highlights and you have a good social media presence, you become a superstar overnight. And then once you get picked up to a team, it's over with.
I mean,
it's not like you get on the team and you build yourself up. Like as soon as you got on the team and it's a decent team, you lit.
I feel like Zion's the first iteration of that though. Like
we
haven't really had anyone like this before him.
Zion was the first.
He was a star before he was a star before college. Like literally LeBron stuff. Like
for real.
But he was banging on little kids.
Hey man, let those kids rest in peace, man.
Punching little kids, boy. That's fact.
Hey, they were in the same grade as him. Don't be like that.
I don't know about all that, man. I ain't definitely look like that at all.
I am 12. I am 12 looking boy. Yeah. All right. The next one, we gotta take it to church.
Yes.
Is God relevant?
Can we narrow it slightly a little? Is God relevant in what?
Yeah. So is God relevant to daily life? Like, is God relevant to daily life?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you talking about how people view him, or we as Seventh-day Adventists view him?
Well, so as people view.
Okay, now let's do it like this 2 ways then. Like our personal, and we're gonna say what we think how the world may view him.
Personally, I mean, obviously, God is in everything. I mean,
facts.
To be honest, we would not be awake this morning without without God. Like it's something my mom always tells me. It's like if Jesus stopped praying for us for 1 second, what would happen? And my mind can't even fathom what would happen. Like it's just like. I feel like everything would be over with. Like it would have been.
Everything would cease to exist.
The end of the world.
Like, man, the amount of car accidents that would happen at that exact time.
Yeah.
You just go here, planes crashing.
Everything would be in chaos for 1 second. And everybody would not know what to do. Like everybody would be would go crazy.
My personal, I don't even know how I'd get this far if it wasn't for God, bro. I just remember when I used to live in back in Brooklyn and Long Island and stuff like that, and I was in the hood, and I could even fathom, not that I didn't dream of a future past high school, but all these other things weren't a thought, like traveling and being at an Adventist school and really getting close to God at this specific age. Because I'm I'm gonna do all my shenanigans, and when I'm 25 or 30, I'll get my life together. But God's nope, that's not gonna happen. No, you're gonna get to know me, you're gonna have this relationship with me, you're gonna calm down and stuff like that. So I feel like if it wasn't for God, my mindset, we probably wouldn't even be on this call right now. I'll probably be doing some shenanigans stuff. I'm quarantine challenge. We doing the quarantine challenge. We gonna you seen the quarantine challenge? These kids was licking toilet bowls.
Oh Lord.
Licking
Oh
public
no,
places,
Yeah.
bruh. That's disgusting.
be
But
a
yeah, if it
leader,
wasn't for
not a
God,
follower.
I would not be here. What
No,
about you,
man,
Raymond?
ditto that for sure. Like I tell people, like growing up, I grew up, you know, I call it upper lower class. Like we weren't struggling heavy, but things were never really easy. And like, I mean, Josiah is probably like the most OG person for me back in Miami. Like him and his mom, along with Auntie Marie, like those are like, and Auntie Myrtle, those are like the first families that I was a part of when I came down there, and they've just thrown assists all along the way. Like, I mean, with oh well, Josiah point guard, so it's fitting. But
All day.
like,
All day, bro.
like if I did like a speech to all the people that have helped me through life, like
We would be there
it,
for a long.
You'll be there for 30 days.
yo,
40 days.
Boy, 40 days and 40 nights in the Ark. Well,
Oh
no, but
God.
no, but no, like people have really pitched in, man. Like it's all God, because I don't have special connects to like know these people. It's just been like assists, straight up divine. So that's the personal. All right, now we got the general. So what you guys think about how people see God?
In the world right now, like every day, everyone has a choice in a sense. So whatever choice you're making that day, what are you choosing? Are you choosing God or are you choosing Satan? Like you with him or you not with him? You can't be in and out. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So every day, everybody's making choices. And with the whole rise of social media nowadays, like we thought people were thirsty for fame before. Like when we were growing up, these kids would literally do anything for fame, like anything.
Right.
So I'm in that sense, when you're so like absorbed by media and famous people and money and stuff like that, I think sometimes they don't even like think about God. Like when you watch the news, nothing
Yeah.
but bad stuff. When you're on social media, drama stuff, killings, this and that. So like I don't think it's in people's heads as it like it was back in the days, like when our parents were growing up and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, piggybacking on what Eddie said, yeah, well, with you and your stepdad, yeah, everything, you will be surprised at the people you're gonna see that are gonna be going to hell as well. I believe everybody definitely is aware of God. Like everybody
That is true.
knows that
I
they're.
would say that.
I can tell you of experience. I went on a mission trip to Dominican Republic for school, and I forgot what flight. I think it was Spirit. It had to be Spirit.
I mean,
we were
that
flying.
would be fitting.
We took off. All we heard was under the plane. I'm like, oh, we finna die.
It's my last plane flight.
I like, hey, this does like the plane started rattling, it started shifting a little bit. Like you see the wings going up and down like this. And mind you, I'm with a whole group of people, group of kids, and obviously our chaperones. And chaperones were talking to these people, and they said they didn't believe in God. All of a sudden, I see them dudes praying, bro. I'm like, yo.
You're like, what happened? I thought y'all
I was
said.
like, yo. So the moment we about to die, that's when you guys choose to believe it, that you believe that there's a God and all that. And like, it's funny because it's like a lot of people, you never hear mention of God unless a lot of people are with their successes. Like if you see the draft, the NBA, NFL drafts, or
award shows.
But
like,
look, they could be saying, "Oh, I want to give thanks to God," and they could literally be talking about Lucifer, and we don't know.
Man, I feel like, at the end of the day, it really is just up to them and God, and we just gotta like support people and however they believe. So I think God is still relevant. He just doesn't look the same to everyone. There was one girl that said
I would agree with you.
Like one girl, she said, "Oh, my parents said God is whatever, whoever you want him to be." So she was like, "Oh, okay." So I think God is there for most people. It's just how does he look and is he good or not? So I don't even think it's necessarily, and I'm not gonna say like, oh, there are atheists, like atheists don't believe in God, because that's literally the definition. But you know, for some atheists, it's just like, I mean, I don't believe in that, in your definition of God, if he's that way, but we have the life that we live. So I think it's more of an understanding of how God relates than if he actually is relevant, if that makes sense.
Okay. Understand? Yeah,
Word.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
We'll keep it pushing. Oh, here we go. Is cursing helpful or useful? Oh my. Oh my. Time to quote them Bible verses.
Like listening wise, you know, I'm a child of God. That's what we're talking about, man. And listening, like, I feel like it has brought the point across a little bit extra or a little bit harder, but at the same time, how it's received like, oh nah, you're not gonna say this to my face. Like I'm gonna square up now. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think it's useful? Depends on who you're talking to. Depends on who you're talking to.
Depends on the audience. Depends on the audience.
A lot of times it's what people come through, and some people. There's a lot of people that only understand things coming from that way, or it has to come that way to them.
No, it's a language thing.
Understand? Yeah.
In the last year, it changed. Before that, I'm like, it helps you get your point across. Like, you could say something nice to someone, they'll probably still step on your toes, they'll still disrespect you, or neglect what you're really trying to say. But until you bring the cursing out, then they're like,
you serious?
Yeah.
You serious?
But over time, like, I'm just like, this, like, cursing does not do nothing. It does, but in the sense of when you're a Christian and you're trying to do the right thing, using those words, because when you understand your words are like a sword, and you just saying like these bad things to people or cursing at someone, like even the word itself, curse, like you're cursing someone. You're putting a curse on, you're putting a hex on them. So like when you beware, like these are things that you should say to people. So like over time, like it's literally like you try to get the person to understand what you're trying to say or you trying to come across. And if they don't understand it afterwards, then that's when you decide, do you cut this person off or not? Because if this person's now making you continually curse every single time, that just means this person shouldn't be in your life anymore. That's all. Like if this make you get aggravated, upset every single time you're dating a girl, she's making you curse. Like, why can't you effing do anything? Blah, 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 blah. Don't be with that person. You should be with someone that doesn't even get you to that point. You just talk, conversate. Y'all both communicating, both listening, and you don't even have to curse or scream or anything like that.
Facts.
Toxicity free 2020.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. There are times, especially if I'm at like at the gym or at the park, and I'm dealing with something like Ray could tell you Ray could tell you literally how many times when we are playing, the amount of people that talk crap to me, like the amount
it does
of
get out of hand.
And I was like,
you can't tell Josiah anything when he makes a game winner, dog.
Fact.
You can't.
He's gonna be looking at you like,
no, you can't.
No,
after one of those games,
it's not even look. It's not even look. It's not even looking anymore, bro. It's verbal. It's everything. It's coming out. It's everything I was feeling from the beginning of the game to when you started when you started talking you started trying to push me around, all that stuff. All of that just comes out at the end of the game. And then at that point, Ray was just like, "Hey man, we won."
Hey, no man, look.
Hey,
no, I'm Clay Thompson out here, man. I keep it good.
And I'm just like, you right. But he can't guard me though. And it would keep going.
The difference between I'm glad you mentioned Raymond, because Raymond, like I've never even heard Raymond curse. Like something bad will happen, and Raymond would just be like,
"Never that."
That's all. He'll never curse, no nothing. Like even one time, I remember one time we was playing intramurals, right? And there was this one pass that could have made the game in a sense, but Raymond missed it. all Raymond did, instead of cursing or storming off or anything, Raymond just looked at the ball. He was like, all right, guys. We'll just, he was like, and then when we came into huddle at the end, he's like, yo, that was my fault. Like, man, I should have caught the ball. But look, guess, like, next week, we're going to get another one. Like, we're going to do good. And, like, I'm like, yo, if that was me, I would have been cursing.
And it's to a point where I got mad at Ray one time. It was at Andrews. It was at Andrews' open gym. And this one kid started talking mess to him. Like I ain't gonna say his name. I know you know who it is. I ain't gonna say his name. But he went up and started talking mess. Ray blocked him one time. And remind you, and here's what pisses everybody off. When Ray does something good against somebody else, he does not say a word. So then they're minded like, oh, he think he good, huh? He think he good, like talking mess. Right. And then he did like some strong layup on Ray. And then he's like, yeah. I was like, sorry, calling him. I was like, and in my head, I'm like, so Ray, you ain't gonna say nothing? I was like, nah. I was like, nah. So I went in and I stepped in. I was like, I pushed him. I was like, yo, you're not gonna disrespect my man's like that, bro. Like on God, I raised the steady there, like, bro, relax, bro. I'm just like, hey, what you mean we good? Nah, bro, we not good, bro.
Josiah was hot, bro. It was like a hot that game.
That's what gets everybody mad because you don't talk. You don't talk back.
I mean, so Josiah knows. So I mean, I have my little sister, Georgia, namely. So Georgia has autism, and one of the biggest influences for me outside just like, cursing, not flying with my mom or really anyone close to me is that girl. Like, so Georgia, with her autism, she has amazing memory and you just can't slip. Like, you can't slip around this girl. And she will remember anything that you say. So for me, like, it just became like a conscious thing. Like, and for me, it was that, and like realizing I can't slip around her. And then I was also like, I had a dissonance at one point because I like listening to 99 Jams, Power 96. Those are stations in Miami. And I'd be rapping on the radio, but I wouldn't say the curse words. I was just like, one day I was just like, man, this just don't even like hit right. Like it just like it's just like especially with songs like, and this was back in like 2006 2007, so yes, we got like a milli on the radio. Now a milli, the radio edit, you can only hear like half the song because it's that bad. I was just like, man, this just don't work. So at a certain point I was just like, man, I'm just gonna create like my vernacular, my language, and it's going to be me. It's going to be everywhere. And it's kind of how I was able to create the Ray that exists across different areas now. Like, so about the actual question, because that was like a minute talking, not about the question. For me, cursing in our society now isn't really as useful, I think, because it's yeah, bro.
You ain't pay your phone bill.
I did not pay my phone bill. All right, we're going to have the timer running on this one. We got this thing calibrated to, well, it's going to be 12.
I didn't realize that much time went by, bro.
Bro, we were really just chilling. No, but, I would say that, yeah, so I think it's overused now. Like, I think we overuse a lot of things. Like, I love you. I love this and I hate this.
Oh, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother.
Let's not
no. We saved it.
That's a whole nother podcast.
No, but I'm just saying. Like, I feel like cursing is just so widespread now that I think like 50 years ago, like if someone dropped that on well, not even on TV, I think just in general conversation, if someone said like, "Yo, I'm effing serious right now," people be like, "Oh shoot." Nowadays, someone says, "Hey, stop playing. I'm effing serious." You're just like, no, you're just serious. It's not even like it doesn't even have that sting really, I think, because it's just like profanity is just so commonly used. So for me, like, I personally just have a channeling mechanism inside my head where I can rechannel my emotions. Now, I do have to drop the stats. So the stats are 62% said no, cursing is not useful or helpful. So that's 45 no's to 27 yeses. So we got some good Christians out here. Amen, amen, amen. Moving right along. Morally, this might be kind of deep, but we'll stay on time. Morally, are we progressing or regressing? Morally, are we progressing or regressing?
Morally, like what is ethical and what's not ethical?
Yes,
no, we're going down.
We going downhill?
I feel like we're going downhill.
It's going down.
To be honest,
we're like on a ramp, like we're on like a cliff that's like not even like laned out. It's just like straight down.
We on that Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, there's still good deeds in the world and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But see, we're getting to the point where every good deed we're trying to record so it can reach national news, national media.
Oh, it's not authentic.
It's not. A lot of things are not authentic. I mean, a lot of these things, the fact that you're trying to find national attention from the good deeds, which should already be done, like, out of good faith.
Yeah.
Like, that's regressing. Like, we're going downhill. That every good deed that you do has to be noticed by somebody else.
That's fine.
And that's heartless to a point, really, because you're doing it for your selfish gain. You really don't care about the person. You're just there to what can I get from this?
I agree with his point. Because like you said, like people are just doing things just to do it, to record, they're making money and stuff like that. Like, and even like I said, going back to the quarantine challenge thing, like you're basically diminishing yourself or diminishing your self-value to appease other people because you want to be famous. You're doing a quarantine challenge in an epidemic where you're licking toilet bowls, you're licking public places, rails, and doorknobs and stuff like that, so that you can get views. But meanwhile you're getting sick, and then you get actual COVID. Like, to what extent? Like, that makes no sense. Even when I'm thinking about being vegan and vegetarian, all these stuff, like over time I'm like, maybe I could be a vegan or a vegetarian, because like when you really think about it, like you're harming the animals.
Josiah, don't make that face. Josiah, don't make that face. They are God's creation.
I'm sorry for disappointing you, Josiah, but these last few months, it's been weighing on me a little bit.
Hey, man, I've been vegetarian for almost 2 years now, man.
18 years being a vegetarian, bro, changed your life when you first taste meat, dog. First change your life.
Okay, whatever.
Nah, it tastes good, but like chicken. Okay, chicken's gonna take me a while to but like maybe eating beef.
Hey, that Sam chicken
stuff
though.
Like that. No, definitely not.
Hey,
no.
I tried to do one time for Andrews, but I guess
nah. I took one bite. I was like, no.
On an all vegetarian campus, it's wonderful. But would I pick that over some stewed chicken that my mom made, bro? Stewed chicken.
Okay. I feel like morally, I think we're seeing it come to light now. Like this situation, like I said, I think last week on my vlog, I feel like this is a giant social experiment that you couldn't pay enough people to recreate artificially. And we're seeing how these companies are treating workers. We're seeing how people are treating other people. And I heard a quote, it was about, drinking, but I feel like stress is true about stress. That stress doesn't necessarily create artificial reactions. It just brings out what was already there. Like, I feel like we're starting to see now that people are just kind of messed up. And I mean, they have this whole stimulus package that's supposed to come out, and people are supposed to get money. I'm really wondering what a lot of people will be doing with this money, because
blowing it.
Because I'm now seeing that, like people talk about, when I get rich, Lord, just let me be rich. And I'm starting to see, like, I think I can see why God hasn't made some of y'all rich. And it's not to say that I'm God, but I'm just like, man, you guys don't have great standards, great principles in what you do. Like, that's the majority of people. Like, they're either ignoring things or just going way too hard on everything. And
instead of working together.
and one, cooperation, and just balance. Like, yes, support all the communities that need to be supported, minorities, LGBT community, whichever community needs support, do that. But also, like, don't, so that's supporting them and being aware, but also, like, just don't overdo it. Like, just don't be attacking people just because, like, oh, I care. You can care and still be kind. Like, those aren't mutually exclusive. So that's just me on that. So morally, the stats on this one, because IG did answer, they said 64% we are regressing. So we are in the majority on that one. I'll save the fun question for last. So we'll get as serious as we possibly have gotten this whole time. How did the Mamba's death affect you? How was you feeling when you heard about that man, Kobe?
I'll go last.
Oh, you going last?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll start on this one because this one hit me crazy. So I was here. I was playing on the Xbox, and I looked on my phone, and it was the group chat I'm in with Josiah, the other Andrews guys, and I see Kobe died. I'm just like, wait, what? So I've been playing video games for like 2 hours. So I looked at my phone. I just saw Kobe died. I didn't even see the time. So I was like, did I miss something? And I was like, Kobe died. Well, that seems weird because I didn't see any other notifications. It was just only Twitter, the Twitter group. So then I go on Twitter and I see people reacting. I'm like, wait, what? For real? And then I saw TMZ and I was like, oh, shoot. And then everyone was getting on TMZ and they're like, oh, well, it's TMZ. I'm like, nah, TMZ wouldn't do this. Like, TMZ has been wild since their inception, but TMZ would not just do this. And then it got confirmed by Waj, like, I think about 15 minutes after. And that was the most, like, it was numbing. Like, it wasn't even shocking. I was just like, wait, for real? Like, that's it? That's a wrap? Like, he just been celebrating with LeBron the night before, like, and that's it. In short, I understand the frustration, but people were asking for jobs, like firings and all this stuff here. I'm like, okay, this could have been handled a bit better, but like, once again, let's temper our reactions. And then also seeing exactly how much of an impact Kobe had. I did not know this man had such an impact, dog. Like, but when I'm seeing people that I've never seen talk about sports a day in my life, they're coming out talking about how Kobe inspired them. Kobe was my favorite player. I learned Kobe was a favorite player for at least like 5 people that I didn't expect. I'm like, really? Like, where did this come from?
It's a little bit sus there,
but like, meant to see like how that man's like impact just emerged out of it. That was something special to me. And I don't want to achieve what Kobe's response was for the sake of the response itself, but just seeing the impact that he had, that is in a way like a goal for me to strive for. Like, yo, you can really make an impact if you like do things right.
I took a nap and I woke up from my nap.
Oh man, he was messed up.
Like, even though Instagram has captions, I tend not to read captions. I'm just scrolling, so I just see Kobe. I'm like, oh, Kobe must have did something great. It didn't hit you recently.
After the 5th time?
No, like, I'm scrolling like Kobe. I'm like, yo, he must have did something recently that was pretty dope that everybody's posting.
I got some bad news for you.
Kobe. Then even then, I still didn't notice it. And then while I was about to click the X and to clear everything out, it says Kobe died. I'm like, wait, hold up. So I went back to Instagram, and I went back to Instagram,
opening up all them captions.
Yeah, and I was reading the captions now. It was like, R.I.P., shaking my head. I can't believe his dad. Then I'm like, wait. No, wait. What? So I'm like, hold up. Instagram probably bugging. Let me go to Twitter now. I went on Twitter, and I'm seeing the same thing. I'm like, so I'm barely awake for 2 minutes. I'm like, what? Like, what? I jumped off my bed. I opened the light. I'm like, my heart is beating. I'm like, why is my heart
Facts.
beating? I'm like, my uncle introduced me to basketball. He introduced me to like everything. His favorite player was Kobe. So because my uncle was like my idol when I was younger, Kobe was also my idol too. So we'd be in the house, Kobe playing 2K. Everything is Kobe. So even though I didn't watch sports a lot, Kobe as an individual, Kobe as a person was my favorite player. So hearing that news, I was like, this is so weird. After I just kept saying, because at that moment too, I didn't know his daughter died as well. I just thought it was him. So then I'm like, bro, this doesn't make no sense. Then as I'm scrolling,
horrible.
I was like, yo, his daughter died too. I'm like, bruh.
I mean, to be honest, but about like 20 different people had died initially, bro. They were throwing all kinds of names out there. Rick Fox died. Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the part I'm okay with people being upset about that because Rick Fox ain't deserved to
Rick
go
Fox
out
was like, "Yo, I'm alive, bro. What you talking about, dog?"
What?
Like,
all right,
I was
baller.
confused. That was what I had on me.
We gotta let the native baller speak.
So similar to Eddie, I was napping as well. I was taking a nap because I was about to head to the gym, about to go hoop with some of my boys. I took a nap and I woke up and I saw a notification by TMZ. Kobe died. I was like, what? This fake, bro. And then I get a notification from Woj and I'm like, Kobe dead. I was like, listen, Woj is real, but he must be capping on this one. Like, Woj be giving that info.
Woj
He always
capping?
got that info.
Never.
I was like,
how dare you disrespect that man?
And then that's when I texted the group. I was like, yo, Kobe died. I was like, I saw it from Woj. Kobe died. And I was like, I was so shook. Like, I was sitting on the edge of my bed like, Kobe died? Nah, you joking, bro. I was like, you joking. I went on Instagram, saw all the stuff, and I was like,
I've never seen one thing posted more than Kobe. Like,
it
was like literally 95% Kobe.
Then when I went on, I was like, geez, man, Gigi gonna have to continue his legacy.
Come to find out.
I saw it through. I was like, yo, Gigi died too. I was like,
yeah, that was
bro, what? Like, I was so and I texted my boys. I was like, bro, y'all still hooping today, dog? Like, he's like, they were like, yeah, man. I mean, shoot, man. My boy, I was like, man, I gotta drop 81 on y'all boys now. I was like, all right. So I got into my car to go into the gym to go get ready to leave. And I found myself sitting in the car for like a solid 15, 20 minutes, just sitting. I was just like, bro, what happened? My mom came out. I was like, I thought you left. Like, I'm just like, I thought I left too. I was like, my mind wasn't there. My mind was not there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gone. I was like, and I was just I was so shocked. I mean, I'm not like everybody else. Kobe was not my favorite player. I'm gonna be very honest. Dwayne Wade is my 305 was my favorite, of course, always. But so to be honest, with the times I would see Kobe, I was like, yo, he is a butt. That was like earlier. That was before, like, because man, I only started playing basketball my freshman year of high school. Like, after a little bit, when I started getting interested in basketball, I was like, yo, I did some more insight on Kobe, and I was like, yo, I was like, if Kobe never had this mentality or this personality, everybody on his team would have been trash. Like, so watching all of that, like, kind of made me in terms of like the fierce competitive basketball player I am, because I was like, I do not want to lose. I'm not gonna be that much of a like.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. We know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm going to like get on your behind, like, bro, let's go. Let's do this. And that impact that Kobe left on me, like, I feel like helped me improve who I am as a basketball player. And to the degree of no matter who I play against, I'm gonna get mine on you. Like, I will score at least one bucket on LeBron, on Kawhi. I will get 1 point.
Just one.
And it doesn't matter. It don't matter how I get it. It don't matter how I get it. I'm going to score 1 point. If I have to chuck it from half court, throw some Lord's Prayer type shot, like one is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? I got the half court shot in the bank. You know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we practice. We practice
those.
I forgot.
But yeah, that impact, like it changes the mentality. Just like in my head, I'm surprised that not everybody in the league went to try to work out with Kobe.
Hey, like, man, not everybody's built for that. We just gonna have to be real. Not everybody's built for that.
Like, and it makes me come to the point where we realize that a lot of these players are just playing for money. Like, they don't even really care
for
about
real.
the game. They just playing to get a check. And I'm just like, bro, how can you do that? Like, come on.
Oh, skills for sure.
So Kobe did left a huge impact on my life. And not only that his mentality goes in everything else outside of basketball and life.
I think the thing about Kobe that really came out, like the mom mentality, it really is a lifestyle. And like this man, I didn't realize he was so compartmentalized. I feel like I thought he was just like this intense dude, and I didn't really mind per se. I was just like, oh, like he's intense. We got intense people. I realized, no, this man's intense on the court. He's a goofball of a dad, and he's just an educated, respectable dude. I've had plays where in the football and basketball, I've put girls on the floor before. But that does not mean I'm like, I'm not disrespectful to girls. No girls ever gonna think like, oh, like Raymond's disrespectful. Like,
I'll make you work for your bucket, man. You trying to play with us? I'm gonna make you work. Like, come on, man.
I've swatted a girl before. No shit, it's part of the game. But and the last question, we got 10 minutes left for this one.
Sure.
9 minutes now.
I only need 1 minute for that one.
Are avocados tasty?
No.
Look, man, I with Eddie.
No.
What? Bro, y'all need to get the heck out of here, bro. Y'all probably don't use the avocados on the right, like properly. That's probably why. I'm gonna be very honest.
Excuse me?
I'll be very honest with you, dog.
But I just know as a kid, I never liked
avocados, man. Listen,
maybe as an adult, I probably will. But ever since a kid, I'm like, nah. Ever since a kid and I tried it, I'm like, no. So ever since then, every time somebody offers me some, I say no, thank you. So maybe as an adult, I might like it now because there's things I didn't like when I was younger that I like now. But
true, growth is possible. But
yes,
to me, avocado, there's no. So my question specifically is: are avocados tasty? For me, avocados do not have an inherent taste. It literally, to me, tastes like water. So in that regard, it is impossible to answer the question yes if there is no inherent taste. That being said, Instagram says 75% yes.
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Oh, now you're going to follow social media. Okay, whatever. All right.
Instagram is a lie.
Yes, sir.
I might
like it. Man, look, I don't know.
Man, you got to use it properly, my guy. You can't just take the avocado and be like, oh, I'm going to eat a piece of avocado. No, Man.
Well, real Caribbean people do that. But
it's an enhancement.
Yeah, Caribbean people love avocado.
Cut that up, give me some bread.
And there's some Caribbean people that just eat the bell pepper just as a fruit.
Yeah,
y'all grew up in the hills with that. Shout out to Danny. Danny gave me. Shout out to Danny. She gave me I think a avocado smoothie recipe, I believe.
Oh, see, this is like when I say use it properly. Personally, I don't know about avocado.
Well, I mean, I've been getting into smoothies recently.
That's good. I don't know about the avocado smoothie though.
I don't know about getting access to.
I like smoothies, but I don't know avocado.
It doesn't sound like
Danny,
it hits
I
right.
love you. Danny, I love you, but that don't sound like it hits, man. I mean,
hey, look, man, I don't.
I don't know, Chief. But if you put on a sandwich, on a burger, like stuff like those hit. It's an enhancement, man. It's an enhancement.
Shout out to Danny again, and also that reminds me, I forgot to drop the responses to the question about Kobe from Instagram. She said it didn't hit hard, but she grew up hearing about him and seeing him sometimes on TV. So it's just kind of like a hometown thing for her. My man Thear, shout out to the Haitians, IET.
Hey,
Yeah, so no, Thear said it was huge. He cried all day. So yeah,
I
man,
cried a teensy wincy bit. I was like, I had to shed a slight
What is
tear.
that? Is that one tear?
Damn, see, my fault. See, I thought we were trying to keep the tears on. When I was in the car,
I shed like a few tears.
Definitely did. Definitely should shed some couple
My
tears.
man was playing the Drake emotional playlist on his way to ball. Well, even though
it could have been.
No, man, my other man Gabe said he was speechless for hours and didn't want to talk to people for days.
Yeah, man.
And then a couple of people said, one guy, my guy Andy, he said even the best have a date. And another girl, Andrea, said it made her realize how much we take for granted that tomorrow ain't promised.
Right.
So, yeah, man, love you folks. We are in unprecedented times right now. Like, there's literally nothing in history to compare to what's happening right now, where the world has stopped. So love you folks. Love everybody. Love God if you choose to. We do out here because we trying to get cuffed in the holy way. Well, I mean, me and Josiah are. Last time I checked with my man Eddy.
Hey.
Last time I checked with my man Eddy, he had himself a queen.
Yes, I have a queen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
To any ladies who are watching this and may have been interested, but the man
Eddie is cuffed.
I'm off the market forever.
But my boy Josiah out.
I'm chilling.
Oh, he's you're chilling?
No, he's not chilling. Go to his house, bring him some jerk chicken, bring him and a new controller and a headset. And
hey, no, Josiah's a loving dude. Hey, so real talk about that. Like, they actually told us in training, like, that's not it. Like, in training, they said strongly discouraged romantic connections are strongly discouraged in missionary training.
Wait, hold up. Like, so while you're working there, you can't have a girlfriend?
It's strongly discouraged.
I'm spreading the word, the love of Jesus, my guy.
Yeah,
Bible
but
studies.
that's what I'm saying.
Spreading the love of Jesus,
Bible
my
studies.
guy.
Amen. 2 minutes left. So y'all boys got anything left to say?
Yes,
that is
any
all.
final comments?
Follow me on Instagram at
I'll drop
Edify.
that. Eddy Edify, Soul Warrior _21. We got a whole editing job to do on this video. It's after midnight.
Stay blessed. All love.
Until next time as well in the next video.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we get Eddy on time next time.
Yes, this time I'll be on time. I promise.
Yeah, he gonna have it set up. He gonna have it set up ready.
You gonna have it set up. I'll try to get my setup better. I'll see if I can get me a webcam. All right, y'all boys.
Peace
out.
All right.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace, guys.
Yeah, if you don't like me, that's your problem. When I let it bother me, that's my problem.